Oh my God, hi, how are you? You caught me. I was working on my morning wood. You know, I like a little wood in the morning, and boy, when it just comes up, I go right to town. But hey, as you can see, we're outside today. You know, it's warming up, so we're getting out of the kitchen, and we thought we'd show you something new that you could start working on at home right now. But before we do, we got to do some cleaning up because we got to clean the space that we're going to be working on, you know? So, you know, so we'll see you in a little bit, okay? Hi, and welcome back to Wing It with Wendy. As you can see, we're outside today. Got my hat on, but I don't think we need this too today. But anyway, we're going to be doing gardening today. We figure we get out of the house, it's warming up. You say, Wendy, well, I thought it's too early to be planting. It's never too early. We're going to show you some of the things you could start doing right now. For starters, first have your safety gear. You know, I got my gloves here to protect my hands, and I got these wonderful knee pads too. You know, I usually use them when I go to the jackhammer, but here they actually protect my knees. So what we got to do is we're going to be doing a little soil prep, right? And I already had my coffee this morning. So with the soil prep is we made these raised boxes, okay? So you saw the wood I was cutting there. That was my old wood. Now I got new hardwood right here. So we're going to be filling these with some dirt. But we got a combination of dirt. So we got this topsoil. So this is just general topsoil. This is the cheap shit. And then we got hummus and manure, right? But this is not the kind of hummus that you put your pita chips in. And the manure, well, that's basically poop, right? So we're going to be, yeah, you can put poop in your garden. And then as you got over here, ooh, I'm leaning over. So usually the position I'm used to. So this is a veggie mix, and this has got other organic compounds in it. So what I'm going to do, for starters, I made my coffee this morning right here in my little French press, and I got my coffee grounds too. So you could actually take your used coffee grounds there, and you could dump these right in here, right? You could just dump those in, and then we're going to dump in some of these materials here. So, right? So we got to take this bag, and I got a little knife here. We're going to cut it open. There you go. And so we're going to take our mix and pop it right in there like that. See? And that's how we fill it up. And then we got our poop and our hummus. You know, it's kind of like a Middle Eastern garden with the hummus in there. But so we're going to dump this in too. There you go. So we got all that in there, right? And then the next thing is our topsoil. So, this one's a tough one. You know, these are really, it's a little wet. It's kind of moist, you know, it's like my shorts. But, there you go. And so now we got all our ingredients in there, right? For a good soil. But you need a pitchfork, and you got to then knead it. You got to mix it all up. And then once you mix it, right, you're going to then take a rake, and then with your rake, you're going to spread it all out so it's nice and even. As you could see, we already started doing some of these over here, right? So when we get back, we're going to teach you how to plant, right? We'll see you in a little bit.
Crunch, quench, munch, quench, munch, quench, bunch, quench. Meet the great American quencher, Lipton Iced Tea. It has more quench because it has more brisk flavor than other iced teas. Why? The Lipton blend and the flow-through tea bag. It's like getting 2 bags of flavor in one. Look inside. 2 bags of flavor in one. You get that clean, fresh, brisk Lipton flavor. So when you bunch, lunch, munch, crunch, quench with Lipton iced tea. You get more quench because you get more flavor than with other iced teas and less than 2 calories per glass. More people drink it than all other teas combined. Lipton flow-through tea bags or Lipton iced tea mixes. Choose lemon, lime, or mint. Delicious.
Hi, and welcome back. So we've already prepped our soil, right? And so now we're going to get on moving with some planting. So we have a special guest today, usually my cameraman, but he has a degree in all of this. Let's welcome to the set Chad Osborne. Chad Osborne, how are you, Chad?
Good. Hi, Wendy.
Good to see you. Now, he could be close to me because we lived in the same place, so I would have caught something by now. So, Chad, what's your degree in?
So I have my master's in horticulture from Michigan State.
Oh, horticulture. That means you're a big whore.
With plants.
With plants. There you go. So we're going to be talking about two kinds of plantings. Going from a plant here and or planting directly from seed. And you got to be careful with the seed. You don't want to spill your seed too often, right? Or too soon. Too soon. You're thinking the same thing I was. So this is early, right? It's cold crops, right?
Cool season.
Cool season. And how early can we do this?
This is perfect time for right now because you want to plant these crops about 2 weeks before our official last frost date in Chicago.
Oh, right. So it's perfect time for seed.
For the seed.
For the seed, okay. And we got different, I bought some seeds here, there's different kinds. So we got peas, so that's an early crop, right? Mm-hmm. And then we got some carrots here, So we got these are flaming red. Ooh, I had a flaming red carrot. It's actually on my calendar in April, we play hide the carrot in Easter time. And this is cilantro. Now there's a secret behind the cilantro, right, that you were telling me offset. How often do you have to plant this?
Cilantro typically is planted every 2 or 3 weeks on a cycle. You know cycles, right?
Oh, I know. I'm on my cycle. It seems like it comes every week. So show us, how would you typically plant this seed?
Well, we'll start with peas because peas is actually probably the most difficult one. So peas actually is a very large seed.
Wow, that's a big seed. Yeah.
Big seed. And so when you plant
and
peas,
how deep do you plant the seed, Chad?
Oh, not about an inch.
Oh, that's all.
That's
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so just the tip.
But when you plant it, so if you want to see the seed, that should be about 3 fingers apart.
Oh, 3 fingers.
3
yeah.
fingers.
Usually I take a whole fist. There you go, 3 fingers apart. Remember that.
So plant it in a row, about 3 fingers apart, and then when you're finished, you put a little bit of soil on top.
All you do is cover it up.
Cover it up, pat it down, and then we'll water it in. And about a week and a half to 2 weeks, you should see something growing, something sprouting.
Right, there you go. And now what's the difference here? Why would I go with seed versus with like plants, like right away like this?
So plants gives you an early jump in the season, and so where you do seeds, it's going to be an ongoing harvest.
And so I got a broccoli here. How would I plant that?
Oh, excellent. So you grab your trusty hand.
Yep.
Trowel.
My trowel.
So you want to dig a hole.
And how deep do you put that?
So you want to plant at the same level that it came in at the pot.
Oh, there you go. Same
level. So you water it in right before you plant it.
Oh, because that kind of packs it down.
Packs down, gets rid of the oxygen, air pockets around the soil.
Really?
Press down again, a little firm.
There you go, firm
water
push.
Again, and you are good to go.
And then we'll have broccoli. Okay, so when we get back, Chad's going to show us, I know some of you don't have gardens like this, in my palatial estate here in Chicago. We're going to show you how you can plant in pots and have them on your deck or your balcony or your window for that. Okay, we'll talk to you later. See you in a bit.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Excuse me. What's new in cat food?
today's your lucky day. We just got in these new Puss in Boots flavor packs, the latest thing in dry cat food. Flavor packs come 8 to a box, and every pack's a measured meal. So every time you eat, you get everything you need, all your vitamins. It's a complete diet in just the right amount.
Very convenient. But why do they call them flavor packs?
Each meal is sealed. They taste great because the flavor can't escape. Here.
You know, that's great. I'll take it. A tasty, dry cat food. That's what I've been looking for.
Boy, every cat comes in here switching to flavor packs. Well, after all, who knows more about cats than Puss in Boots?
Hi, and welcome back. So before we get started, I just want to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Miracle Grow. Miracle Grow, it's a grower, not a shower, okay? And also brought to you by Soil Moist. It actually holds a lot of water in the soil, almost 100 times its own weight, okay? So kind of like the same material I think my underwear is made out of.
It depends.
Right, yes, exactly, you know. Well, it's kind of good. It saves you time when you go out to the bars and, you know, there's a long line at the bathroom.
For the women's bathroom.
Exactly, yes, the women's bathroom is always crowded. And so with Chad's back here, and we know that some of you don't have yards, and you're working off of a deck. I love a big deck. And or off your balcony, you know, in a high rise. So we're going to show you how to plant some pots and what you can do with that. And you could actually start planting some of these things right now. So I filled this, Chad, here with some dirt halfway. And how do we use the Soil Moist?
Yeah. So this is one of my expert tips, if I have to say so myself.
Oh.
So Soil Moist
I like a nice tip.
It's comprised of this one is a polymer which holds, that's what he said, about 100 times its weight in water. Plus it has encapsulated extended release fertilizer.
Oh, there you go.
Who doesn't want extended release?
Right, extended release. It's kind of like that Adderall.
Keeps you going all night.
All day long.
So you want to cake these capsules, and before you plant your herbs, put these capsules into the pot. But how many do you put in it, Wendy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You're the expert. You tell me. How many is stick in it?
So depending on the pot size is how many pellets you put in there. So you would say this is about...
I would say that's a good 12 inches.
12 inches.
Yeah,
so
12-inch diameter.
For 12 inches, you want 3 pellets.
3 pellets. Okay.
So put those pellets about halfway.
And so they're halfway there in the soil, as you can see. Okay.
And it fertilizers the plants. You want double action, right?
Right.
Double action.
I like double action.
So fertilizers the plants, and the polymer holds
sometimes
water.
3.
So
we have 3 pellets.
So this way it keeps water in it, and it fertilizes it all summer long.
Nice. Well, I got this basil here because I love to cook with basil. So can I put this in here?
Basil is fantastic in pots, but unfortunately it's too cold for basil.
Oh, okay. So I could still keep this in the house,
Keep this in the house, but any of these other herbs are okay, especially this parsley or the dill.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Fantastic to put in the pots right now.
And now I was gonna hang this like next to my barbecue grill because then I could always like cut them, and like when I cook it on the grill, I could like use some of this stuff.
That's fantastic because you know you're a fantastic cook. So you have your rosemary.
Exactly. Thank you.
So your rosemary for your salmon and your oregano for your Italian.
All right. Yeah. There you go. And well, I think this is Italian too because I think this is like Italian. Oh, this is curly parsley. And so is there any way particular that I think you put the tall one in the center like that, right?
Yes, yeah.
So we could put that in there.
So when you take the plant out, take out the tag, and you want to easily massage the roots. Either these roots.
That's what I do. I massage the root too every time I take them out.
So you have this kind of root balance. You want to encourage these roots to actually explore this new pot that it has in it.
Yeah.
So you place there, massage,
and then explores the inside of the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, nice. Okay.
So yeah, so you want something tall in the center, and then just fill in around it. It's really pretty easy.
So there's no right or wrong. You know, nobody can really make a big mistake here. It's pretty easy.
Even you can do this, Wendy.
Oh my God. Well, you know, hey, there's a lot of things that shock me. So, you know, there's round pots, but if I don't have like a lot of space on I know you've used these before too. So these are like window boxes, right?
Yes.
And you could put these around the perimeter of your balcony or that and let things like hang off the edge, right?
Yep, perfect. You want something, you know, a thriller on the very tall one. And then
thriller.
a thriller. So when
thriller.
you plant your boxes, you want to...
And we're not talking about Michael Jackson.
So the step you want a thriller, and then you want a filler. So you want something to fill around it.
I like a
and
good
then you
filler.
want a spiller. You want something to spill over the sides.
Right? Yeah. My doctor over at Chicago Cosmetology, he gives me a good filler too. So when we get back, we showed you how to plant in the garden. We showed you about pots, and when we get back, we're going to do a little quick mail call, and then move on from there. So we'll see you after this commercial break.
Put that rack up all by yourself?
I sure did.
And scrub the floors?
Uh-huh.
All finished? Then you deserve to have it soft with Soft Teak Beauty Bath Oil. Most leading bath oils just float on the water, but Soft Teak swirls through the water, swirls relaxing softness evenly over your skin.
Honey?
I'm taking a bath in soft tea.
Boy, these women have a soft life.
Try Soft Teak Beauty Bath Oil. You deserve it.
Hi, and welcome back. Before Chad had to leave here, he left me with another tip. So these are violets, okay? And you can see they come in different colors, different varieties. And these are actually edible. You could actually eat these. And these are like really rich and nutritious in vitamin C and A. So you could eat these, and you should plant them with your herbs, and you could cook with them. Okay, so that was another tip. But now it also brings us to our other part. Oh, I got one other thing for you. I realize that some of you are in small apartments, like in New York. You can't get out and say, Wendy, I can't get any dirt. I want to plant some things, but I don't have any dirt. Well, if you have an ex-husband, that always does well too. So you could just plant your seed right in here too, because God knows he did. So, always on our closing, we always do a mail call whenever we get any mail that comes in. And so, again, it came in email, and I put it in my hat box here, my staff did. And so we got a mail that came in. Oh, and this came in all the way from the UK. So that's the United Kingdom, over on the other side of the pond. And Brian and Graham, although it's not a question, they said, hey, Wendy, we love the show. Oh, thank you, Brian and Graham. But we got a tip for you that we heard, and we thought that your viewers might want to learn about it. So if you ever have bananas, and who doesn't like a good banana? I got some bananas here, so I brought some bananas at the store the other day, so they're nice size. He said, well, if you got some bananas, if you put just the tip in some water, they last longer. Well, Brian and Graham, I tested this theory out, but I'm going to add a little bit more to the tip. So you got to get a knife, right? And you got to score the end, right? You got to score the end of your bananas because that lets the water in, right? So it's kind of like a fresh bouquet of flowers. And so when you stick your bananas in the water there, and then they'll stay fresh a lot longer. Okay, so thank you again for joining us with Wing It with Wendy, and enjoy the rest of your week. See you later.
And Wendy has